it's Megan. Welcome back to my channel. For this video, I'm going to be making miniature houses. It's basically a homemade dollhouse that I will be making from paper, glue, cardboard, and colored pencils. I got the idea to do this a few years ago from a channel called Cute Life Hacks. She posts DIY videos, and here she was making a miniature house too. Hers does look way better than mine ends up being, but it's really cute. Another YouTuber who inspired me is Anne Reardon. She actually bakes real food in a mini kitchen, which is real dedication. It really amazes me how cool and functional it is. And finally, I wanted to make this video in the same format that Mariah Elizabeth does. She gives makeovers to squishies, which are little toys made from memory foam. Her voiceover makes the video so much funnier, and that's why I'm doing it the same way. Alright, so first things first, we're gonna need a box. Well, not the whole thing, just a piece. This one section will be good for the entire project. And by the way, this box is not easy to cut. I had to use a lot of force. It would have been much easier if I had a sharper pair of scissors. So now, with the magic of editing, the cardboard is finally cut off. Now I'm gonna work on the room, the most important part, I think. This piece right here is gonna be the floor. And since I'm using scissors that don't make a straight line, I have to cut the edges. And you can't just be living in a house that looks like this. So I'm taking paper to make it look like carpet and wallpaper. Here's some colored pencils. And at this part, you have to sort the colored pencils in rainbow order. Or else, I don't know, but it's really important. And now I'm picking out this yellowish brownish color to make it look like a carpet. I'm doing these squiggly circles to give it that texture effect of a carpet. I had to speed it up by times 40 so it's actually watchable. And just in case you were wondering, this video had well over 2 hours of footage that I condensed down into like 10 minutes. This part took me so long to do, and after I finished, my hand hurt. It's a big process of coloring, cutting, gluing, and waiting. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you really do like it and want to see more, go ahead and give this video a like to let me know, or you can just leave a comment saying that. And finally, I finished adding color, so now I'm gonna glue it to the cardboard. And as you can see, I spread an even coat of glue and stuck the paper to it. So now while that's drying, I'm gonna show you the one I made a few years ago. It's actually the first one I ever made, and I always thought practice makes perfect, but I guess not here. From all the ones I've made, this is still the best in my opinion. Alright, so now it should be ready to go. This part really reminds me of building a gingerbread house because you can take the glue and just assemble the walls together. You kind of have to fidget with it to get the walls to stay up straight, but I guess it's harder than it looks because it fell. But it's alright, I just picked it back up and stuck it down.
2 hours later.
So now that the pieces are all snug together, the edges are uneven. So I'm just going in to line it all up. The furniture is going to be really hard to make because they're going to be a tiny nightstand and a little bed. These bits of cardboard are going to be the bed's legs. I'm going to have the wood be a white color, so I'm taking plain paper and wrapping it together using more glue. Also, I don't think I've said yet, but the theme of the room is like stars in space. The covers are blue and it has little black stars on it. These bigger surfaces are going to be the mattress, headboard, and footboard. I'm not really sure if I've ever said it on my channel, but when I grow up I want to be an interior designer. That's why I have a lot of fun decorating this room. I think the contrast of the dark colors will clash nicely with the white wood tones. Maybe one day I can scale it up and give my whole room a makeover in a video. So at this point I got the idea to make a window in the room. I decided to switch things up and actually make an open window instead of just a drawing on the wall. So I started poking a hole and hoped to make a square there. I realized I should have cut it before I glued the walls together, so it was more difficult than I pictured. Eventually I got it, and then I came up with another plan to make shutters. It's gonna be made from cardboard, which is going along with the color of dark blue. So again, I wrapped the paper around the cardboard, and I really hope this isn't getting too repetitive because now I'm basically just saying the same thing over and over. And also at this point there are so many tiny pieces that it looks like a junkyard of stuff. I will soon assemble it and sort it all out. The glue was already getting empty and I was struggling so much, as you can see. In case you were confused, this part right here is the shutters because the window is still the part we're on. Now I'm ready to glue them. It was really difficult because I wanted to have half open and there was really no way to fight gravity. I had to hold it open and then I used something to prop it up with so it didn't fall and then dry while I was away. Because if it dried, then I would have to like peel it up to fix it and then it would just make a big mess. It looks like it's closed, but that's just the angle, and you'll soon see how it turned out. Now, like I said, I'm gonna put together the bed. It's almost like a Lego structure building, like where you snap the pieces in. And now, since the window is dry, I noticed you can peek through it, and I want it so from inside you can see grass instead of just an open crack. I'm also putting in a window frame so it's more realistic. And this part is the other side of the window, so here I'm just taping it on. Now the bed is finally coming along, but unfortunately I lost the footage of assembling the rest of it because the storage got full. For a decoration in the room to spice things up, I put a tiny drawing of the earth on the wall. The nightstand had to fit in the corner perfectly and I didn't want to mess it up. I decided not to make a dresser because it would be too big for a space where there's no room for it. My favorite part is probably putting the legs on the furniture and having it stand up when it dries. It's almost complete, so I'm gluing the pieces in so they don't fall out when you turn it. But don't leave yet because we have to put something on the nightstand. I'm crafting a little black clock that will sit right next to the bed. And I know coming up what I'm making looks really bad, but I was just so excited to see the final result that I rushed through the curtain and the phone with a charger. Before you guys see it, I just wanted to show how much of a mess it made. Here it is. Not that much of a surprise though because I've been building up to the end. But anyways, you might notice the clock says 4:14 and there's a reason for it. When I was making the clock, it was actually 4:14 p.m. I don't really like the way the curtain turned out and hopefully it doesn't ruin the whole room. And the phone connected to the wall is not the best, but everything else looks pretty good. The bed is my favorite part. See how small it is compared to my hand? And yup, it can go upside down without falling apart. I'd love to make this a series and have a different theme for each room. Thanks for watching. Bye!